What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, CarzakTheBull, bringing you more Infinite Magicraid content. And we are going to be going over the patch notes for Christmas. Let's have a little look and see where we're at. And before anyone notices, yes, I do have a little bit of a black eye. It's from my daughter. She elbowed me in the eye. She caught me a beauty. That's a warning there, teaching your kids how to fight. So, she's only 4. I can't discipline her. Okay, let's get into the patch notes. Let's have a little look. And Nicholas is on the front of these, and look how smug the guy is looking. Let's not look at him. Let's not look at him. New hero, Tifya. Tifya, new hero from Forester's Attack and Red. This is actually a moderator from the Discord of Infinite Magicraid. Tifya put in a lot of information come beta and previous that, so he's put in a lot of work to help the community as a whole, you know. So he's been granted a hero of his own. I believe he designed this. and put it over towards the devs. So it's nice to see. It's very good to see. I'm happy to see this kind of feature happening for a game. You know, it's really, really quite nice, right? To have your own hero in a game or introduced into a game. Just on that note, who would like to see a bull hero? One that deals like AoE damage. It breathes steam out of his nose when he like sweeps across the enemy. How cool would that be? Great big two-handed battle axe. And it's called Carzak. Like, what more do you want? Right? Who would wail out for that character? And he does, not only does he do AoE damage, direct damage, it also does health burn. I think it should be introduced personally, but I am kind of biased. So let's take that into note. If you do agree with it, make sure you post it up in a suggestion or something. Who knows? Okay. Let's have a look at Tifya. Scarlet Slash deals 2 stages of attack damage each to a single enemy. Meanwhile, grants self 1 layer of Scarlet Sakura whenever a stage of attack lands a crit, which is quite nice because this does scale 20 times. Okay, it increases Tifya's critical damage up to 20 layers. It will not be removed after the buff owner dies, so it's always going to be there. I would assume it's going to follow through waves, very similar to, say, Serena. She is very similar to Serena. We'll talk about this more in a moment. Leaves Storm, which should actually be Leaf's Storm. It's a spelling error, I believe. Deals attack damage to all enemies. The damage of this attack increases for every layer of Scarlet Sakura Tifya has. Now, this is important, okay, because it means it's going to take a while for you to build up those leaves, those Scarlet Sakura buffs. Sharp Instinct. Tifya cleanses all debuffs from self and immediately acts for 1 turn at the end of the enemy's turn when the first action is taken by the enemy at the beginning of each wave. This is interesting as well. You know, to cleanse all debuffs from self and immediately act for 1 turn at the end of the enemy's turn when the first action is taken by the enemy at the beginning of each wave. What is she using though? It's not Leaf Storm. I think it will be the basic. It'd be the basic. Tifya casts Leaf Storm at the end of the ally's turn when the first action is taken by any of Tifya's allies. Tifya grants self stealth for 1 turn and resets all her skill cooldowns at the end of her turn if Tifya takes the first action at the beginning of this wave. You know, this is a really interesting passive, and it could mean that you're doing quite a lot of attacks. Scarlet Multi-Strike deals 5 stages of attack damage each to a single enemy. Meanwhile, grants self 1 layer of Scarlet Sakura whenever a stage of attack lands a crit. So critical rate, crit damage build all day long. It's going to be an interesting hero because I don't know how she's going to compare to, say, Serena. Is she going to make Serena obsolete? They're both in the same faction. Wait. Yeah, it's faction Foresters. So that'll be interesting. Scarlet Double Blaze, yearly exclusives, guys. Leaf Storm has an extra piercing rate. If Tifya has no less than 10 layers of Scarlet Sakura, Leaf Storm ignores shield. Additionally, this is a huge exclusive, especially for the first exclusive. Be interesting to know how much this piercing rate is. If it's like 50% or something, it's going to be nasty. This ignoring shield is going to be huge for bosses and PvP. Level 2, Tifya has a 40, 60, 80, 100% chance to counterattack after taking skill damage when she has a 5 up to 20 layers of Scarlet Sakura. Cannot be stacked with the buff counterattack. So unlike Sigmund, where he can counterattack twice because his counterattack is like a passive thing, she won't counterattack twice, it'll just be her self counterattack. Tifya cleanses all control effects from self, resets all her skill cooldowns, and immediately acts for 1 turn when enemies have taken action 10 times. So if the enemy's taken 10 times, she removes all control effects, resets all her skill cooldowns, and immediately acts for 1 turn. That's huge. It's sounding nasty. Definitely sounding better than Serena, personally. But we'll see. We'll see. We know Serena drops off, so we're going to have to wait and see what these multipliers are like. I'll make another video tomorrow when I can see them. But for now, it's looking promising. Okay, that's all I can say. It's looking promising. Yeah, so we'll see. Now, this Miracle Wish Up event is huge. It's massive. It's probably the best lineup ever. The best lineup we've seen, period. Okay, so if you are looking to drop money, now is the time. And no, I don't get any kind of reward for promoting you to spend, right? You know, spend at your own will. But this is a time I would say is a very good chance because we have Nicholas, who's a broken hero. We have Tifya, who we're not quite sure on yet, but we have Bari, Asindo, Sigmund, all huge heroes. Every single hero here is huge. But if you are looking to select a hero from the actual pool itself as your third pity, it has to be Nicholas. It has to be Nicholas, okay? It just has to be. He's a limited time hero. No one else here is a limited time hero. I mean, you can only get him once a year, which is Christmas time. So definitely, if you're looking for someone to focus on, has to be Nicholas. It just has to be, all right? If anyone doesn't, I will rage. I will rage because he's so broken. Even though I'm against him, I have nicknamed him Satan instead of Santa because he's ruined my Christmas. I'm just saying. The epics of Rudolph, Wolsey, Mafka, Capello, Rudolph, Wolsey, Mafka, all useful. Christmas exclusive heroes, Nicholas and Rudolph, can be obtained through Miracle Wish. Yes, we know this. Tifya can be obtained through Excellent and Supreme Wish. She's not just a limited time hero. The trio match event is available for a limited time, and it is Fiona, who's a very, very good hero. PvE, more for like faction abyss, campaign progression, possibly tower as well. Yeah, she can be used in towers of mark as well. PvP, she's huge. New feature. Now, this is an important note to add, guys, okay? This new feature, Incarnate Sanctuary feature. I want to hear all of your opinions on this. What do you think? How do you feel about this feature being introduced into the game? We're going to go over it a little bit, but I really want to hear your feedback on this, okay? Whether you're a spender, a mid-spender, a non-spender, or a freaking kraken. When heroes of an already owned exclusive level 5 legend hero are obtained, only one epic phantom dragon will be granted. Now, we used to get multiple every time we summoned one. It looks like we're only going to get one now. While the extra heroes can be consumed in the Incarnate Sanctuary for additional bonuses. But look at these bonuses, guys. First one, just while we're here, for each hero that we feed, we get 100 points, okay? 100. Faction Abyss, health rate increased by 3%. Dwarven Ruins, the thing that everyone wants right now. Drop rates of epic equipment and artifacts in Dwarven Ruins up by 5%. That's massive. And I'm sorry guys. I pushed to try and get them changed. This seems to be the change they've come up with to increase your chance of getting higher rarity gear in the dungeons. It is only 2 dupes, but how many of you have E5 heroes, especially for you just don't. Now, there are going to be ways to kind of abuse this, I guess. We'll go over that in a later time. I'll do a separate video on that, but for now, this is what it is. Attributes: attackers crit damage increased, arena effect resistance increased. Like this is an increase to just crit damage game wide. It's massive. Free hero, like wow, these changes are massive. So I need to hear from you how you feel about this. It's really important, okay? It's really important for me to put forward information to the devs about this. Number 2, added a non-stop combat feature in the classic arena and advanced arena. Now, this is all well and good being introduced, but how many of you can go from battle to battle to battle to battle to battle, winning each one, which means that you're going to have a lot of losses in this as well. What I would like to see is a battle skip feature, one where you could just instantaneously battle. We all know it's calculated before battle. Come on. The only thing that can change it is how we manual fight, but auto AI-wise, the game knows. Okay, the game knows. So we need to see a skip feature battle, please, devs. Adjustments, event, lower the diamonds prices of purchasing refreshing blessings in Christmas Adventure in order to facilitate adventurous gaming experience. That's your Christmas answer, guys. So they're making the event easier. I don't know what to say. because people have already spent a ton of diamonds to clear it. Are they getting a refund? Are they getting a refund? No? Rage. Ah! Like, the people are going to be mad. Oh, just what? Like, this isn't... Why couldn't you have just lowered the difficulty of stars? How much easier that would have been, and people wouldn't have been so angry about buying the buffs. This way, now people are going to want refunds for the buffs they've purchased. I don't know. Am I overreacting there? Let me know. Let me know, because this isn't enough for me, and I feel like people are gonna be mad because they spent gems when they didn't need to anyway. Hero added a secondary confirmation pop-up when adventurers craft mythic heroes. Okay, so if you're going to craft the wrong mythic hero and you're thinking, wait a moment, have you made the right decision? Be sure, click confirm. Number 2, health connection inflicted by Naskama's passive skill, soul connection, cannot be cleansed. Now, this is disgusting, because it means that once you get to faction Abyss Wave 20 plus, or stage 20 plus, sorry, you always face Naskama in the first battle. And yes, of course, he's going to connect to someone, and you're going to nuke Naskama because you don't want him casting his buff still, and it means that your hero is going to get nuked. But you could cleanse this before. You can no longer cleanse it. You can no longer cleanse it, so it's there stuck. So that means that we need to stack a shield on the hero that is cleansed to, attached to, and nuke his ass down. Okay, nuke his ass down first. Battle. Optimize the power calculation, which can better reflect adventurers' comprehensive strength. Now, this is a good change. I like this change. Hopefully we can see a difference into how people's power is reflected across the account, because it is a little bit confusing. Number 2, optimize the rules of Brave Trial, in which both sides will return to their pre-battle status now after a failed battle. Now that's okay, but you shouldn't be failing any battles, okay? You should be exiting a battle before you lose. If you're about to lose, exit the battle. You don't lose any... You don't have to revive anyone. You save a ton of clovers. So revive, try again, revive, try again, revive, try again, revive, try again, quit, maybe, would be the idea. Number 3, added a quick item screen to Dragon Cliff and Emblem Challenge. Okay. Number 4, cancel the Dragon style deployment on the battle preparation screen. Okay. What is it going to be? Click, click. And number 5, optimize the display of text on the battle preparation screen in the hero quests. Okay, so text description is changed, or image of it. System added a level up time to the weekly card level rewards pop-up. This is nice. Number 2, reduce the attempts of arena required in the campaign quest. This is really, really nice, because 1200 is crazy. I'd like to see that reduced to, say, 700, maybe 800. Number 3, added the button of lineup adjustment after registration in the guild arena. This was needed because a lot of people was confused. Number 4, change the button of equipment into equipment and artifacts on the hero screen. Okay, yeah, that's another good change as well. Okay, there you go. That is the patch notes covered. Let me know how you feel, and please, please, please do let me know about this Arcana Sanctuary feature. I need to know how all of you feel. If you're mad, if you're happy, whatever. Okay, just let me know. So for now, make sure you click like, subscribe, and comment below to help this channel grow. And yes, you will be commenting, because I want to know how you feel about this. I also want to know how you feel about Tifya. Do you think she's very much like Serena or not? Okay, guys, have a great day or evening, wherever you are. Take care and expect more content later today. Goodbye.